Want to learn how to make something so delicious and extremely easy? Hi, I'm Kwaheri, Tunapika, fresh pasta. Yes, guys, you heard right. I'm going to show you how to make easy, fresh, homemade pasta. And the exciting thing about this, I'm going to do like a two-part series. So today I'll show you how to make the pasta, and the next time I'll show you how to incorporate the pasta in a simple sauce. Karibuni. As I've said, easy 2 ingredient homemade pasta, as in 2 ingredients. You only need all-purpose flour, eggs, and maybe some little water. So let's get started. You'll take your flour, turn it onto your surface. Make sure your surface is extremely clean. So just put your flour there. Then create a well. So that's where we're going to put our eggs. So we'll crack in our eggs one by one. You can crack them separately and put them in. So I'm using 5 eggs because my eggs are not so big, but if you have large eggs, 4 will do. So the well is supposed to act like a barrier. Wow. Clearly, I didn't fortify my walls sufficiently. Don't be like me. So now go in with a fork to just like fortify further. Lightly beat the eggs, and then as you're doing this, you're slowly scooping up some flour to just mix. Wow, my eggs are running away. So just slowly incorporating the flour little by little. If you want some bit of salt, you can put like a pinch, but even without salt, this still works fine. So I'm still just going with a fork. And now you can go in with your hands. So it's a dough you're supposed to knead. You knead until incorporated. The dough will be a bit hard, but not too hard. You don't want it to lose all the moisture, but it would be a bit hard, not like chapo dough. It will be a bit hard. So just trying to incorporate everything and then kneading until it no longer sort of sticks on the palms of your hand. So just the way we knead, using the heel of your palm. Yes. So as I said, you may need a little water depending on how your dough feels. Like when I touch my dough, it's a bit sticky, so there's no need for water. So this recipe I'm showing you is just using all-purpose flour and eggs, but you can try and even zhuzh it up further if you want wholemeal pasta. If you're interested, by the way, in wholemeal pasta, do let me know in the comments. I can show you a recipe. I actually tried it and my daughters enjoyed. So yes, the dough is coming together. So now I'll knead it for about 3 to 5 minutes. So here's my dough, the way it's coming. It's a bit hard, but not too hard that I can't be able to knead. And there it goes. The first part of our homemade pasta is done, which is the making of the dough. So, as you know, we're using flour, so we worked the gluten by kneading. So we need to give it some time to rest and relax. So I'll cover this with some cling film so that it doesn't dry out, and then give it a bit like 15 minutes on the countertop. This dough can also freeze, so it can freeze well. You can freeze it And then when you're ready to use it, let it thaw in the fridge overnight until it's completely thawed out. Then you can make your pasta. So we're going to give this 15 to 30 minutes to rest. Then we'll come back and then I show you how now to roll out the pasta. So after resting, we take our dough. When you rest it, it becomes a bit more softer. So for pasta, since we need to roll it out extremely thin, we need to divide the dough. So I'll divide mine into 4 equal parts. Then I work with 1 part. So you can cover the rest so that it doesn't dry out. Then take your dough, just forming it into a log, just for ease of rolling out. Flour your surface. Take your rolling pin, flour it also, and then just roll it out. So the aim here is to just roll out the dough as thin as you can go. Make sure your surface is well floured. Same case to the rolling pin. Also try to stick to a rectangular shape. It will help when it comes to cutting up the pasta, but don't be too hung up on the shape if you're not getting it. So keep rotating, lightly flouring. Well, that wasn't light, but hey, the gist. So you want the dough to be almost translucent. Want it to be very thin. Don't worry, when you cook the pasta, it plumps up a bit. So you want it to be as thin as you can. See, even my rectangular shape has morphed into something amorphous. So you may be tempted to stop here, but this dough is not restrictive. It can actually go further. See how it's stretching its limits, and it can even go further than this. So there are pasta rollers that one can buy to help you roll out pasta, and they even have attachments for cutting the pasta into different shapes, like if you want spaghetti, if you want some more wider shapes like the ones I'm going to show you here today. So yes, so I was watching a show on Netflix, the Big Family Cooking Show, and quite a number of people did make pasta as part of the meals in the competition. And I saw at something they were doing, I don't know whether it was to test if the pasta is as thin as they want. So they would do this. See there, it's flying. So goes to show our pasta is pretty thin. I think it can go a bit thinner. So yes. Well, we have some sort of shape here. So I'm going to show you how we cut the pasta. I'll show you 3 shapes. So let me just divide my dough. I'll put this aside, I'll get to it. Then flour this part. Just turn it over, flour the underside. Then you fold the pasta sheet. Fold like that, Then go in with your knife, cut to that wide. So this shape is called the tagliatelle. The G is silent. I'll say tagliatelle. I'm Gatweli. I'm from Kenya, not Italy. So that way. So that's one shape. And then there's another shape if you want them thicker. Pappardelle. So this is the thicker one. And if you have patience, which I seem not to have, you can try and cut them thinner if you're aiming to make spaghetti. So since we had floured them, even when you toss like this, they unravel. So yeah, so this is our tagliatelle. See, that's the tagliatelle there. Then the pappardelle is here. So just lightly flour so that they don't stick. And then the other shape I want to show you is to make the bow tie or the farfalle. So just cut one thick white strip like this. Ideally they use a jagged knife. It leaves ridges. I don't have that kind of knife. Then cut like that. Then lightly wet your thumb and index finger, just lightly, then come pinching. Pinch the dough to make a cute little bow tie. So that's the farfalle. And there you have it. That's how to easily make fresh pasta at home with just 2 ingredients. For storage, if it's fresh, you can put it in the fridge for 1 to 2 days. And then if you want to freeze it, you can freeze it up to 2 months. Just put it in an airtight container and freeze it up to 2 months. Otherwise, from me, Kwaheri.